Hi all. I've got a video here that I've titled The Bad Fruit of a Prophetic Frenzy. Now, we seem to be in the middle of a prophetic frenzy right now. And you know what? I get that. I mean, there are so many things that seem to be lining up with what the Bible said we'd see in the end. But if we're not careful, this can easily have some adverse effects. And I just want to share a couple of thoughts with you, things that I've seen. Well, the first danger that can come out of this is it can keep us from doing things we should or could do. I mean, people could think, why should I go to school? Why should I work on a career? Why should I think about having kids? Why should I get married? Since the rapture is going to happen soon, why should I plan for anything in the future? I mean, why bother? And can I say, this is the bad fruit of date setters. Don't listen to those guys. No man or woman knows the day or the hour. Right now on YouTube, there are so many who feel that scripture may be for everybody else, but it's not for them. Somehow, God has trampled on his own book and made them the exception to the rule. Listen, guys, they aren't. No man knows the day or hour. The best we can know is the season, but nobody knows how long that season is going to last, right? So what should we do? Well, the Bible tells us in Luke 19 we are to occupy until he comes back. In other words, plan your life, live your life. I mean, can you imagine you don't go to school, you don't get married, you don't have kids, you just put everything on hold, and then that season lasts for another 20 or 30 years? Now, I don't think it will because of all the birth pains, but the thing about birth pains is they are so unpredictable. They can indicate the birth is coming quickly, so get to the hospital, or they can linger on and on and on. Listen, the shortest labor was an Australian woman at 2 minutes flat. I mean, can you imagine that? She says, we need to get to the hospital. Never mind. I'm done. It's good. The longest labor, though, is held by a Polish woman at 75 days. So birth pains are unpredictable. This season, we have no idea how long it's going to go on for. So that's one side of how to handle prophecy incorrectly. We let it stop us from living and planning. Well, let's move to the other side, the other extreme. And this is where we recklessly speed everything up. And I've been around long enough to see both of these happen. In the late 70s and early 80s, there was a similar focus on prophecy, and everything was about the rapture happening soon. I mean, it was going to be any day. And I watched people make the first mistake. They just stopped planning. Why worry about it if I'm not going to be here anyway? But listen, it's 40 years later now, and we're still here. I also saw the opposite extreme happen. People just started living recklessly, just speeding everything up. It's what we called the rapture rush. People rushed into marriage because, you know what? If it doesn't work out, that's okay. We're going to be out of here soon anyway, and I want to experience what married life is before I'm gone. I even heard of people taking out loans to buy things like cars. You know what? Doesn't matter if I can't afford it. I won't be around to pay it back anyway. I mean, tell the bill collector to come get me in heaven. Know what I mean? And I'm sure the Lord was pleased with this whole I'm going to rip you off sort of financial planning. But here's the thing. The rapture didn't happen, and people ended up marrying people they never should have married and paying off loans they should have never taken out. So we're in a time of prophetic frenzy, right? It's fed by the massive amount of things like YouTube videos that are being produced about the end times. Well, what do? Listen, we continue to live our lives wisely, right? Now, I believe Jesus is going to come and get us soon. But I, along with so many others 40 years ago, thought the same thing then. Here's the deal, guys. God's soon may be a lot longer than we think it will be. So as usual, we must fight for the proper balance. We see all the birth pains increasing in intensity and in frequency. We see all the circumstances, the mindset, the technology, the new world order starting to line up, and we think the rapture could happen at any moment. So we must always have that sense of urgency about us, right? We must always be ready. But we also know we don't know how long this final season may last. So be wise. Plan for the future as if you may be here for a long time. Plan for a career. Get married. Have kids. Go to school. get a good job, all of those things. Be wise in how you live. Live as if you're going to be here for a while. So, because he is going to come like a thief in the night, and you have no idea when that hour will be watching and be ready. At the same time, his timing is not our timing. So be wise. Like I said, go to school, get married, plan for a career and for retirement. Have kids while you're watching. All right, guys, I hope that gives a proper balance. I hope that's helpful. And could you do me a favor again? Hit those buttons down below. Love you guys. I'll see you in the next video. God bless you.